Hey, it's Bill, and I got another version of Newburg I was going to make. This one's kind of cool, and the only reason it came up was because, you know, sometimes you got a holiday and it's really just the two of you, and you're like, don't want to make something big, but you want something really kind of fancy. And this is pretty straightforward, like I was trying to do. So I have 4 tablespoons, half a stick of butter that just melted. I got a whole bunch of shallots, because shallots are like onion and garlic. Very fancy. And just, you know, chop them up, mince them up. I just think they really have a great kind of flavor to them. And you know, they soften so quickly, I've kind of stopped really over mincing them because they do kind of fall apart, so I'm experimenting. So I just want to get these. They soften really easy. We gotta get this done because this is really the extent of their cooking, so just make sure I got all this stuff. They're kind of funny to cut up, and you know, you peel them first. I used to be annoyed by them, but I've gotten used to it. I cook with it. The more you cook with them, the easier it is. And I think it's worth it. Just because of the flavor. They impair or impart. Alright, so while these suckers are cooking up here, let's get a little black pepper in here. Before I choke myself to death. Alright. Pre-cooked. Turns out just a little bit. They really are so wonderful. Like I said, they soften up quick. Not as pungent as garlic. A little more than sweet onion. Yeah, they all fall down there. Okay, beautiful. Don't you love it? Alright. What I need to do, give it an extra minute here. Yeah, that's good. Alright. I have my magic here. So really, this is where I put a twist on it. I have 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika. And I actually they're kind of like rounded teaspoons, so it's probably pretty close to a tablespoon, but I didn't want to call it a tablespoon because some people might go, ooh. 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, just to give it some good bite, and drum roll, trying to break tradition, 1 tablespoon of Old Bay, so we get all those great flavors like the celery seed and yeah, just good stuff. Oh, the color. Ooh, this fragrance. just starting, I'm already drooling. And I really want this to kind of mix in with the shallots. Make something really good. Alright. So now we're going to start that whole roux thing. So I need a 1/4 cup, 4 tablespoons of flour, and I'm going to do this two-handed. Get that in there. And remember, don't rush it. Good roux, you really want to get the flour all mixed in. And sometimes I actually think it's easier to make a roux if you've got something you sauteed in here, like the shallots or onion and garlic, just so it's got something to stick to without making lumps. Oh yeah. And then mind you, this is pretty pungent because I haven't even started the whole process. There. Remember, my whole theory is you gotta cook flour for like a minute to make it good. So, what do? We make a roux. So, I got 2 cups of half and half. Start to drizzle. I don't need this big of a pan, but I really like it. It's got a pretty heavy bottom to it, really holds heat. Does heat transfer very well. And you gotta clean a pot, you gotta clean a pot, right? I have my emergency whisk back up sitting over there just in case. But I think this is going to play by the rules pretty good. Oh. So now we got that fragrance kind of toned down. Things become very discreet. With all that flavor that I first started with, just amazing. Yes, I could whisk this to speed up, but I don't mind. It's easy. So the only real herb I put in here, bay leaf. I don't know why. It's a love-hate relationship. I like bay leaf. So I got a couple bay leaf. That's all that's left in here. Oh, that's all I need. And they work like a timer. When they soften, I figure my roux is really completely done. And when you start to, even if you don't see them soften, you'll start to smell them. Good indicator, right? Something you probably never knew. So I want to get this up to some kind of temperature. Doesn't have to be, not boiling yet. Just making sure it's thickened. Yep, it's doing good right now. So, got me, it was probably a pound of shrimp before I peeled it. I want to poach these. So let's get them happy. Don't want too much heat, we're just going to gently poach. Now to me, this is what a real Newburg is. Now we got this shrimpies getting nice and happy. I got me half a cup dry sherry. That's what flavors Newburg. That's the real flavor. Now I can call it Newburg. Yeah. That just took it up to the whole next level. I can already see the shrimp turning pink. And like I said, this is just imagining you're steeping, like you're not boiling, you're just letting it be. And shrimp are getting pink on here, so we know they're good. Alright, so we want to stabilize the color, and we're going to add a little acid. So how we do that, a little tomato paste. And you can buy a tube of tomato paste, but I just don't use it that often, so I'd rather have the canned stuff that lasts like for 10 years. And you can always, just throw it on yours. And this is really kind of a visual thing, so I'm going to start with too much. That's about right. So that's probably 2 good tablespoons. I usually put about 3 tablespoons in to update the color. I want to get a little more depth. I mean, this is pink right now, but just want to add a little more color. The shrimp are getting firm. This wouldn't be a pasta dish, a creamy pasta dish for me. And it's funny because the bay leaves are all soft. They've imparted their goodness. And you can see, so we've got a pretty thick sauce, but it's got beautiful red color to it. And I had some peas left in the freezer. I don't think I'm going to use all these. Probably want about half a cup. Just do it till it makes you happy. There's actually more stuff in here than I thought. I'm going for that whole cup thing. I just think baby peas are so great. Alright. So what other trick do I have up my sleeve? Well, sometimes I buy something on sale, and if you know me, two things. One is, gotta get the bay leaves out of the pool. Don't want too much bay leaf. Don't even know who taught me that. Alright, so I bought some crab meat on sale. And I was going to use it for something else. And you always want to watch the expiration date. This was something new that the store is starting to carry. Looked pretty interesting, pretty good. It was priced right. So I'm going to throw a whole 8 ounces in there. And remember, just remember we don't want to ruin the crab meat. So we're going to just mix it in. This is lump. This is going to take this dinner to a whole new astroplane. And you know, if you don't have it, that's fine. This is just something different I'm trying to do. And we just want to warm it through. Perfect. So everything is beautiful. Everything's toasty, cooked, pretty. Velvety. Wow. Really good. All those flavors coming together. It just drives your tongue crazy because you're getting all this sensation. First, you know, the smell. And then, wow, yeah. And that smoked paprika really does add a little bit to it. Cayenne starts to come up the rear, you know, just a little bit of flavor. And believe it or not, that nutmeg really adds some greatness to this. So, I just thought it'd be different. Got a little penne pasta in here. that crab meat really does bring out something. It's really fresh, delicious. Love the pea thing. Love the crab meat thing. Love the shrimp. And I just think this is a great addition. This is something pretty fancified, and it's like dinner for 2 really hungry people. Maybe 3, maybe 4 if you serve a salad and bread, which is probably what I'm going to do tonight. Alright, anyway, don't be shy. Try it. You're going to like it. Hope you have a great day. I got some other recipes coming up. We'll see you. Have fun.